guys, welcome back to Link in Bio. I'm Jenny.
And I'm Alejandro.
And we have an exciting show for you guys today. Brother, tell them about it.
All right, well, first up, Crumbl Cookies has its own cartel now, technically. And Juanga gets his own Barbie.
Juan Gabriel.
El Divo de Juárez.
Yes. And Carlos Eduardo Espina joins us for La Vota. And we get ratchet at Grupo Frontera's concert in Vegas.
Invites, but it's okay.
We invited you.
Oh yeah, my wife didn't let me go to that one. Sorry. Anyways, let's start the show.
So for our first story, TikTok videos of Crumbl Cookies being smuggled to Mexico.
Crumbl Cookies?
Crumbl Cookies, brother. They are selling 12 packs for $70 each, which they are typically like $25.
That's a big upcharge.
Oh yeah.
And wait, in pesos, how much is that? Can we research that while we do this? All right, go ahead.
But yeah, it's crazy because apparently they don't have them in Mexico, so they're reselling them over there. And then Crumbl Cookies caught on. There are actually many resellers are even purchasing individual boxes to like break up the dozens and make more profit for single cookie sales.
Dang, they're hustling Crumbl Cookies.
They really are. And it's like, I've tried Crumbl Cookies.
They're okay.
Like, they're good. But like, damn, the craze though.
Like, how much is that in pesos, bro? Like, okay, wait, $70 is 1,378 pesos, bro.
Dude, I'm in the wrong fucking business.
You're gonna be a cookie smuggler?
I know, like a narco for cookies.
You're gonna be like, what, the Griselda? And all that?
¿Y dónde está la mercancía?
Okay.
I know, just like,
Keep it down, keep it down.
I mean, I actually have a plug.
For Crumbl?
Yeah, but be cool. He's a little sketchy.
Okay.
But
What's poppin', guys?
Hello.
Got that fix for y'all.
oh,
You got the goods?
Yeah, look around real quick, bro. Come on, y'all making it hot, boy.
we good. Oh,
Oh, we got the whole case.
All right, make sure that Zoe hits.
Wait, we're gonna trust him? How do we know everything's in here?
well, how does he know he's gonna get his money?
Facts.
What
What the? Yo,
they all like side.
We need some help with shipping and handling because this ain't it. Oh, there we go.
Ooh, okay. Thank you,
All right.
thank you. Okay, which one are you going in first?
I want to try that s'mores. That's a new one I haven't tried.
I'm down.
All right.
Let's go for it. That one's bomb. The s'mores one, hit. I have to try the oatmeal. I'm like a huge... Honestly, guys, oatmeal cookies, they're so underrated.
But that one looks gross.
It tastes like a cinnamon roll.
Oh.
And I get what the fuss is about if you don't have this in Mexico. But Mexico has a bunch of really good like cookies and pan and stuff. So I'm like, damn, like why are they all hyped over this, you know?
It's just the branding.
I mean, Crumbl Cookies is good. Would you guys want to buy some for $70?
I ain't doing it.
Me neither.
There's better cookies. I'm sorry. If y'all got money to spend, by all means, go in. But I ain't doing it.
Yeah, I don't get the hype.
Ooh, El Diablo.
Oh.
Okay. So there's this fugitive known as El Diablo, right? And he was captured in Mexico 20 years after he committed a murder in Ohio. Exactly.
That's ironic.
Yeah, I don't know. He just...
Oh, se mira bien mafioso.
El Señor? No, yeah, when he was arrested, he was actually a police officer in Mexico.
Makes sense.
Really?
Well, yeah, I mean, dude, I feel like if I was a fugitive, I think that's the less believe that I'm a fugitive if I'm a cop.
Especially in Mexico or what?
Yeah. Well, even though like it's like very corrupt up there, so.
Yeah, that makes sense. No, yeah, so Antonio El Diablo Riano, now 72, was arrested in Zapotitlan, Palmas, and charged with first-degree murder stemming from the incident that happened in
2004?
In 2004. Yes. El Diablo was even profiled on TV and came out on America's Most Wanted. Dang. So, you know, homeboy was away in Mexico doing cop things. Meanwhile, again, he was like, people didn't know where he was. He was on America's Most Wanted. Yeah. Well,
it kind of sounds to me like I think he was probably even corrupt in Mexico, to be honest, probably.
He's like, he has that look like he'd be like, hey, you did an illegal turn. Give me $20
or
in
even
this
like
glove.
involucrado con the cartel or something.
Really?
Maybe, I don't know. I'm just saying
allegedly.
he looks like allegedly.
I don't know. He seems, but I see like those like traffic stop cops that like just want to fine you for everything when you go to TJ.
Yeah.
I get that vibe.
How you guys think that job interview went? No background check, nothing. Like, you're hired. We need cops.
I mean, maybe they're like, oh, he looks trustworthy if he has like papers from over here, you know?
Maybe.
And the crazy part is too, he also has family in Ohio. So again, homeboy did his thing.
So random.
Yeah, he left them, his wife and his 3 kids, like, and El Diablo was just somewhere in Mexico.
I wonder how he got the name El Diablo.
Sepa.
Like,
I wonder
that's
more,
like such a basic ass like.
But like, did he do more
nickname.
murders now? I'm wondering.
I don't know.
Like, how was I want to know about that story.
Yeah, same. But
wait. I have a question. What would your guys' fugitive name be?
Oh, that's
because you said
one.
Diablo was basic, girl.
It was
I
basic.
like
yeah,
it.
That's true. Yeah, Diablo was basic. My fugitive name would be La Señora de los Perros.
The dog lady. Oh my god.
Yours?
I don't know.
Come
El
on,
Barbón?
Ethan. Something scary.
El Barbón.
I'll just take over. Was it Fantasma?
El Fantasma.
The singer.
El
People
Fantasma.
say I look like him.
Yeah, I could see it. El Fantasma.
Ding ding ding. I don't know.
El Canelazo.
Oh, I like that. I heard that too.
Yeah.
The Canelo.
It's because you look like you could be his like cousin or something.
El primo de Canelo.
I could see that.
All right. Well, Canelazo and La Señora,
de los Perros.
Okay.
Querida! Okay, I'm not going to do singing, guys. Sorry. But yeah, Juan Gabriel, the legend of Mexican music, singer, composer, El Divo de Juárez.
I love him. Lo que se ve, no se pregunta.
Ese merito. That icon. They're making a Barbie inspired by Juan Gabriel.
Really? Oh my God. Wait, Barbie or Ken?
No, it's Barbie. So that's what people are asking. They're like, again, they're happy.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
But there are other sides to this, like, announcement. It's like, hey, why isn't he a Ken?
Yeah.
I mean, again, the doll just claims to be inspired by Juanga. Okay, I get it.
Okay.
Like, the doll is cute. Very, I like the little accents, like, but maybe they could have, people are saying maybe they could have honored a female mariachi instead. Maybe like or even like Ana Gabriel, another icon.
Yeah.
I think they've done Celia, they've done Selena, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
But speaking of, like, who else do you think should be added to this, like, world of Barbies that definitely is overdue?
Yeah. That's actually a really good question. Who do you
Maybe
think?
like
of?
Luismi.
That'd be
I'm doing it
nice.
for the dudes. You know what? I know Buki's not dead, but imagine a Buki like Barbie.
That would be so cool.
That'd be kind of, or Ken, or I don't know,
love
como sea, whatever,
that. Yeah. Oh my God.
Tu tocaya.
¿Cuál?
La Jenny.
Jennifer Lopez or Jenny Rivera?
Rivera.
Oh, okay. I got many tocayas, brother.
That's true. I mean, that'd be cool though.
Jenny Rivera would be good.
Yeah.
I think probably Jennifer Lopez has been done, right?
Líder.
Maybe.
I would think.
Barbie doesn't have one. So in
Barbie's number what?
the past, there's been Selena dolls, but never an official Selena doll done by Barbie.
Oh.
Mattel themselves. Another company made 2 limited edition ones since, but it's not like official.
So Barbie never made a Selena. Okay, so there you go. Thank you, Selena.
Who would else be a Ken?
Pues, imagine in Chavo, like, it'd be so, like,
That would
random,
be
but it,
funny.
like,
I would love that. They need to start doing those.
They sleeping.
They sleep in. And I know there's this account on TikTok. I freaking love this account. They do reenactments of like telenovela scenes with Barbies, and the Barbies, like, I don't know how this guy does it, but he makes the Barbies look just like the Soraya Montenegro.
Oh, I see.
Like he redoes the telenovelas with them.
Shout him, Aaron Malibu?
Yes,
Yes,
Aaron
amazing.
Malibu. So I love that, and I would love to see that. More
So again,
Barbies
there's
like
already
that.
people that are doing this creatively on their own.
Yes, yeah.
So
I love that.
there's room for
Love
that.
to see it. So funny.
Welcome back to La Vota. Alejo, I am so excited.
What's going on?
Well, today we have someone that people are literally saying might be our first Gen Z Latino president.
That is what's up.
That is cool. Also, he's huge on TikTok, like over 10 million followers, and he gave a speech at the DNC last week, but it blew up. Like, my family in Colombia sent it to me and we're like, who is he?
If 2 decades ago, when my parents immigrated to College Station, Texas, you told them that one day their son would reach 14 million followers on social media, graduate law school, and speak at the Democratic National Convention, they might not believe you.
We're going to talk to him.
Let's talk to him.
We were inspired, so we want him to rub that energy off on you guys.
Exactly. Let's welcome Carlos Eduardo Espina, activist and social media sensation. Welcome, Carlos.
Hi. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for joining. We're so excited to be speaking with you today.
No, yeah, me too.
I know you're all about Texas. You're from Texas. You live in Texas. I always ask Texas people, In-N-Out or Whataburger?
Well, honestly, I don't really like either, to be honest. I mean, Whataburger, so I really liked it, but I ate it so much, like when I was like young and in high school, you know, so I just stopped going too much. And then In-N-Out, I mean, is all right. So I lived in Las Vegas for 3 years. I went to law school there. And the first time I went to In-N-Out, I was like, you know, because of this whole thing, I was like, oh, this is going to be amazing. And I mean, it was good, but it also wasn't like, oh, this is like life-changing. So if I had to choose, probably Whataburger. But like I said, I don't go there too much either anymore.
You got burnt out on that. You're like,
burnt
I'm
out
good.
on
Like,
Whataburger.
Yeah.
But so you mentioned you went to law school in Las Vegas. So tell me a little bit about that, because you also decided to start creating content. When did that happen?
Yeah, so I grew up in College Station, Texas, ever since I was 5 years old. After graduating high school, I moved to New York to go to school at Vassar College. I was there for 3 years. I graduated early in May of 2020. And basically, like during that time, a little bit before my graduation, I already had like a job lined up for a nonprofit in Texas, but then that fell through because of the pandemic. And while I was figuring out what to do, an organization, a nonprofit, another one reached out to me about doing citizenship classes online. So I started doing them on Facebook, and I was like, hey, I should do them on TikTok too. So my first content on TikTok was about the citizenship classes. Those started blowing up pretty fast, and, started doing social media as a hobby. But back then I was like, I really like doing social media, but it's also like at that point, I didn't think I could make a career or anything like serious out of it. So while I was figuring out what to do like long term, I was like, oh, let's go to law school. So I applied to law school. I got a scholarship to go to the University of Nevada in Las Vegas. And while in law school, that's when I started really like blowing up a lot more on social media. And I was like, well, I'm already in law school. I can't drop out now. That would look really bad. And I was like, I have to take advantage of this opportunity. So I found a way to balance both. And yeah, I graduated this May and I'm still making content. So I think it worked out.
awesome. I mean, again, homeboy's hustling.
Yeah, no, I'm like
Están
taking
cambiando,
notes right now. I'm like, if he can do it, I can do it too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for real. I have a question about your TikTok specifically, because you do a lot of Spanish videos, right? Like, why do you create mainly content in Spanish?
I don't even know. I just kind of like, I just felt natural. So like I said, when I started social media, it was kind of like, I'm just going to share what I'm already doing. There's already a lot of people putting stuff out there in English. Like I want to do something different and, like do it in Spanish, but specifically for Latinos here in the United States. It was funny because when I gave my speech at the DNC, there was a lot of people like, oh, I didn't know this guy spoke English, So like there's this misconception that if you speak Spanish, you don't speak English, or if you speak English, you don't like, a lot of us exist within both worlds. And I think I don't only speak to those people who don't know English. I speak to a lot of people who know English, but they just, like to consume stuff in Spanish, or people like my parents, who like they know English, but they just feel more at home, more comfortable with Spanish. So, being able to bridge that gap, I think is really important.
I know, I relate to that. I feel like I naturally speak in Spanish, so I enjoy your content very much.
And we actually read somewhere that 20 million people watched the DNC, but content creators specifically brought in 55 million views. Mm-hmm. Do you think social media is the future for this election and just in general for politics down the road?
Yeah, no, that's what I was actually looking at today. So it's funny because Telemundo, they uploaded my speech before I did because obviously I was speaking and then doing everything after. So like on their social media, on just TikTok alone, it has 7.5 million views or something like that. It's been shared I don't know how many times. And then also they shared it on Instagram. And I was like, that's awesome. So I reshared it too. I was stressed about like having the subtitle and everything myself. And then I'm like, oh, Telemundo already did it for me. So like that was really awesome.
Thank you so much.
And then to your question of how this relates to the election, I think more and more people are getting their information from social media, which is a good or bad thing, depending how you look at it, but it's the reality that we can't avoid. And I think the Democratic Party realized that, and that's why they invited so many of us, quote unquote, content creators and, influencers, whatever you want to call us, to be there. And I think that was a really a smart move on their part, honestly.
And during your speech, you said to be pro-immigrant is to be pro-America.
Reagan knew that welcoming immigrants is not a Democratic or a Republican value, it is an American value. To be pro-immigrant is to be pro-America.
What do you think is the biggest problem facing immigrants this election year?
I feel like the narrative has just been allowed to shift so far to one extreme, to the point where even progressives and Democrats are like adopting a lot of these talking points. I think there is serious conversations to be had about like what's going on at the border or, border security, all these kinds of stuff. But when you completely let that overshadow the reality of the millions of people who are already here, like for over past 2 years now, everything about immigration is the border, the border, the border. And obviously the border is important. I'm not saying it's not, but we also can't forget the millions of people who are already here, who have been here for many years. And, I think the biggest challenge is how do we shift the narrative back? Not only push back against, this hateful anti-immigrant rhetoric, but propose a counter narrative that paints immigrants for what they truly are: good people who pay taxes, who contribute, who in their vast majority don't have a criminal record, don't have anything, it's just positives all around for the country. So how do we move back to that? And I pulled out that Ronald Reagan quote, which was actually quite interesting because I was like, Ronald Reagan is not someone who I really agree with on a lot of stuff. But even then, you look at Republicans previous in the past, their stances on immigration were night and day compared to what we're seeing right now. So like, it's crazy to think that like Ronald Reagan was more pro-immigrant than some Democrats nowadays. One thing we have to accept, and especially when we say, the United States is the greatest country on earth, as long as you are the quote unquote greatest country on earth, people are going to want to come here. Then that's not a bad thing. Why do people want to come to the United States instead of going to China or Russia? Because the United States is what it is. So we have to accept, one, that people are always going to want to come here. That said, how can we create these legal pathways for them to be able to come without having to risk their lives? I mean, just think about it. If someone is paying a coyote $10,000, $15,000 to be able to smuggle them across the border, you don't think they would pay the U.S. government the same amount to be able to come here legally, work here, have a work permit? So why don't we look at those solutions that will actually reduce the number of people at the border? So I agree with all parties that what's going on the border right now is a real problem and we can't ignore it. I just think the solutions I propose, which I find to be the most logical, are very different than anything else that's being proposed. I mean, instead of, taking this immigrant, super hard line, deport everyone approach, like, okay, how can we open up, channels, legal channels that are accessible, that are good for the United States, that are good for immigrants, that are good for everyone involved? And that's what I want to shift the narrative back towards. The issues, not the problems, instead of the solutions that, each side is proposing.
Thank you for the...
Yeah.
I know that's only scratching the surface, but I appreciate that.
We really appreciate that. I'm like, I want to hear more. Like, this is fascinating to me. These sound like solutions I can happily get behind.
Break it down for me, because I'm not that, in it. But if you explain it like that, I think then more people would actually go, oh, that is a valid point.
Yeah. I have to ask, what are your aspirations for the future? I mean, anything in the realm of politics? I see the comments. I know I know people are always
that's the whole thing. People so it's funny because every time that happens, people have this whole argument of whether I can run for president or not. It's actually funny. So obviously I want to be involved in politics. Like, I think it's cool being able to speak at the DNC and meet with politicians. But you can have a seat in the room from like a community perspective. And when you have that power behind you, then instead of like, because the other thing is too, like once you actually go into, a position or you run for something and you like affiliate with like a party, like, hard line and everything, a lot of times, you maybe aren't able to speak as much as you want to, or you have to like, a lot of the work that I care about is not necessarily what's always being talked about, in Congress, that kind of stuff. So it is difficult. And obviously that takes away time from what you really care about, which is doing that community help. So, I mean, I don't want to say no because you never know what can happen. I think the pandemic, if 5 years ago you asked me, do you ever think you're going to be a content creator? I'd be like, no, that's really stupid. But now I'm a content creator, so like, you never know. But at the same time, what I really enjoy is like working with people, and spending that time in the community.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, Carlos, I mean, we appreciate the time, and we can keep going on and on, but we appreciate the breakdowns you gave us throughout this this call. And obviously, we want to send people your way and show you love, and check out what you're doing. Do you mind plugging your socials?
Follow me on Twitter and then all the other platforms. Carlos Eduardo Espina.
Right, Carlos Eduardo Espina. Claps, 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 claps. Vote November 8th. Thank you so much, Carlos, for joining us. We really appreciate it.
Oh, yeah. I think it's November 5th, right? Is that the election?
Oh, my gosh. I messed up the
Yeah, because
November 8th
here.
was last time.
Yeah.
November 8th was last time. Vote November 5th.
Shout out Carlos.
Shout out
Thank you
Carlos
so much again. We
for
appreciate it.
fact checking me and my dates.
Hey Alejo, I am at the Grupo Frontera concert here in Las Vegas. You have FOMO, but
Hey, guess who's here, baby? It's a crema takeover. We're gonna get lit. The primos are out, baby.
daddy life, but it's okay.
Crema takeover, crema takeover, crema takeover. Hey, hey,
Hey,
hey,
hey,
hey.
hey, hey.
All right, Jenny, we're in La Calle. You been in La Calle yet?
Yes, I have. I'm always in La Calle.
Oh, yeah, she's not for the streets, but we out here. So, who are we gonna talk to?
¿Están emocionadas? Sí, muy emocionadas.
What's going on here? How did you lock this queen down?
Trabajo nomás, the feria, that's how we get. Show 'em, where's the Louis bag?
We're gonna talk to Grupo Frontera in a bit.
What should they,
What kind of women do they like? Are they looking? What kind of women are they looking for?
Tenemos ALB tatuado, ALB por Grupo Frontera, a Chile. Mira, tatuadito así. Tócale, ráscale. No se quita, no se quita. No se quita, es de verdad. Chúpale, rasca y huele y todo el pedo.
She's gonna cry.
Let's get her. Not right now. Quiere llorar. Who broke your heart?
Should I out him?
Yeah, out him. Someone broke my heart too.
Who? If you out him, I'll out him.
Ex-boyfriend of 10 years broke my heart, girl.
My baby daddy. Shit. He probably won't watch this.
Are you guys together still or no? Not
He
anymore.
broke my heart. Of course not.
Aw,
Absolutely not.
You deserve better. Oh! Enjoy, have fun.
Me queda 1% y lo usaré solo para decirte lo mucho que lo siento. Que si me ven con otra en una disco solo es perdiendo el tiempo. Baby, pa' que te miento.
Bro, con ustedes va a ser después del show.
Because we're going to the after party.
That's right.
We
You
go to the
already know
after
we got it
party.
like that.
We go to the after party.
Vamos a entrevistar a Grupo Frontera. We're so excited.
Where's the after party at?
I don't know, bro. Like, I'm gonna hit him up.
Say, what's up? Slide in DMs. Let's get it.
Yeah, let's get it. So we made it backstage. My voice is lost.
We're screaming.
We're screaming. We're hollering.
You did great.
What are you talking about?
How do you feel right now on this West End show?
The adrenaline is pumping right, yeah.
At the top right now.
Yeah.
Where's the after party at?
Here.
Right here?
We're going to Disney World.
I kind of want to send a message to my ex-boyfriend.
Quisiera volver al día en que nos conocimos. Pa' no ir.
What's it like to get married in Vegas?
Julián.
Elvis y todo. Who's the lightweight? ¿Qué es live, güey? Your last meal ever. What are you eating?
Whataburger.
Okay, we got it. Wait, we got it.
Remember we talked about Whataburger?
Yeah. In-N-Out or Whataburger?
Whataburger!
I tried it.
What'd you get?
Bro, we messed up. We compared it to In-N-Out.
No, you can't.
We should have compared it to McDonald's.
In-N-Out sucks, bro.
He said it for me.
I'm so proud of you guys. Take care. Hey, we're so proud of you guys. Dude, that was so much fun. Honestly, they're amazing. Such great vibes. They're like familia, de verdad, mis primos. And dude, the concert was so good. Do my fucking voice.
The gritos.
Los gritos, estaba grite y grite.
That means it's a good show.
It was such a good show. You guys don't miss out on Grupo Fronteras, jugando a que no pasa nada, pero pasó todo.
Pasó todo.
Pasó
Back to you guys at the studio.
Back to you guys.
See ya.
Dude, honestly, they're a vibe. They're the primos now. Like,
I
I
know.
feel they recognized us too.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Remember you?
they already, yeah. I'm like, hey, and they're like, wow, what's up? Like, they already knew us. It was
Dude.
nice. They did amazing. Like, go watch their concert, guys. They're amazing.
Maybe I'll go because they didn't take me.
Damn.
Sorry.
All right, guys. Well, this has been Link in Bio. I'm Jenny.
And I'm Alejandro, and we'll see you guys on the next one.
Bye. Bye.